This type here, Yerushalmi Orlah, in the article Osbar edition, we're on Daf Chav Gimel Amrav, the fourth line down, which is Nicha Truma Malas Orlah, and that is in the Vilna on Yud Beis Amar Aleph, the third line down, Nicha Truma. And the Gemara says, okay, listen, our Mishnah said that Truma or Orlah Malas Zeh. So I understand one direction. The other direction, not so sure. Nicha Truma Malas Orlah, I understand that Truma uplifts Orlah. In other words, Truma Kivata Orlah. Truma Toyer Malas Tmeya, just like Truma Tahora can be Mavato Truma Tmeya. Orlah Malas Truma, but the other way around, how could Orlah be Malas Truma? Kum Tmeya Malas Torah. The Truma is if you have Truma Tahora, which fell into Truma Tmeya, do we say that the Tahora is Batal and Tmeya? We don't say such thing. And it's an interesting equation the Gemara is making here. Gemara is saying that Orlah is an Isser. How can you have Batal Truma? It's just like you don't say Truma Tmeya is Malatera. It makes no sense. The words don't even begin to start. Right? The Tmeya is not Malatora. So also, Orlah, which is also, how can it be Malatruma? So the Gemara says, it really answers the question with the question. It says, Lo Eitzel Zarim. The Shema Eitzel Kohanim. Look, when Truma is Mala Orlah, is that better for you? Is it only mutter for the Kohanim? Because it's the Truma being Mala Orlah? No, it's mutter also for Zarim. So therefore we see that something can be Mala even though it's going above and beyond what it normally does. So just like Truma can be Mala Orlah, and now it's going to be mutter for Zarim. Just so too, you should say that the Orlah can be Mala Truma. What's the difference? Just like it's just like the Truma, which is also the Zarim, can be Matir together with the Chulin, the Orlah for Zarim. So it's here, let the Orlah be Matir together with the Chulin, the Truma for Zarim as well. What's the difference? So the Mora says Vatninan. So rather, how do we know that in fact it does work? Vatninan, we didn't learn a brisa that Yisurim are mevatel each other, and no matter what, it works. It says so. Actually, it's the Mishnah. And the Mishnah says, Orla, and the Mishnah Locha Beis. So yesterday it says, Orla malas sekilayim. I'm mali esa Orla, Orla esa Orla. He said, he's Mevato, but he's supposed to. It's the reality. You don't like it, Misvara? It's a Mishnah. What are you going to do? He's Mevato. Since they're not the same, so they're Mevato each other. The Orla is about to climb the Orla, and Orla as Orla, which he said first to revive. Gemara says, Shani hitamon beitzol zorim beitzol kohanim. Doesn't make a difference there. Whether to Zora to a Kohen doesn't make a difference. It's mutter for everybody. No qualifications. So here too, Truma can the Orla can be Mala the Truma as well. The bottom line is that when Yisurim cancel each other out, they cancel each other out completely, and it's mutter l'zarim. Okay, so therefore, there's no problem with Truma being Mala, Orla being Mala Truma, because it's no different than Orla with Kilayim with Orla. As long as the primary dominant hetzer, which makes up 99% of the bad mixture or 99.5% mixture, depending on whether it's Truma or versus Orla Kilei Akarim, then it actually is the Chulin phenomenon, the Chulin characteristic takes over, and the Isser issue is voided, and it doesn't play a role, and therefore the Orla can be Mala Truma. Okay. Now the Gemara refers to what it says in Mishnah. It was said about Truma Shenaflu Meya. And Chachar Naflu Shlosh Kamin Orla or Shlosh Kamin Shekila Kerem. So we want to say Star Truma Shenaflu Meya. Armei Lezes Lace Kan L'Til Toch Meya if it fell to 100 be Batel El Toch Tisha Matisha. It's in the 99. It's in the 99, so therefore it's not batal, except if then afterwards you're mitzaref it with the orla to be mavato the truma, or so therefore, even though the Mishnah we mentioned the Mishnah yesterday that it's not into hundreds, it's in 99. Similarly, so orla should offer talk masayim. So Arva fell to 200. I'm less less can't talk Messiah, it's not to 200 because then it'll be batal automatic already. I'll talk Me'av Matisha, so it fell to 199, and that's why you need the additional saw of the other substance in order to make up the proper share of 299 to 100 to 201 in order to be Mabato. Okay, this is of course going to be Lezer Shita that it's a full 100 to 100, not a 99 a Mashu, a full 200 to 1, not a 199 a Mashu like Rabbi Yeshua. Okay, now we're up to the next Mishnah, Halacha Gimel, which is also, like yesterday, very long Mishnah. Several Mishnayos in one. Mishnah Dalet, Hey, Vav, and Zayin. Okay. Anything which leavens a dough or gives a spices, causes meduma. It's really in other words, if it's less than a shear, so it's something which leavens, something which gives spice, something which is less than the proper shear. By truma and by orla kilakerem also, it's I'm not sure I made that right. No. It's called mechametz metava medameh b'truma. Makes it do it by truma, and by orla kilakerem is aser. So the I'm still not sure I'm right. You're right. Okay, so the first point down here, the medameh is really it'd be wonderful if we could just take out the word medameh. You don't have to take it out. But medameh here is not the standard medameh, which means just to mix. It means that it causes some type of chimutz or tibul. So I really would like to take out the word medameh if I could. Okay, let's try this on. Call mechametz, anything which leavens, metabel, spices, v'amedameh b'truma, and which will I still don't know how to do it right. I'm still stuck with it. It's really not being used in its normal form here. All the Farshim pointed out. Here, it's medameh means somehow to enhance the taste. It somehow enhances the taste in a way which is similar to mechametz and metabel. Okay, and even as it's not the normal shear of 1 in 100. It somehow enhances the taste without being even it's less in proportion 1 to 100. So called mechametz medameh, but truma of all the kilakerem also. It's going to be also truma. Of course, it'll be also v'zorim or kilakerem to anybody. Shamrim af metame. Shammai says that it's if you used sourdough, which is tameh, in order to leaven your dough, or use spices which are tameh in order to spice up your dough, your cooked dish, it's metame, the Torah part of the dish. Beisol says no, it doesn't matter. Tumas oichlin requires a kibetza, not just taste, and therefore the taste is not going to aser. It has to have a base of substance. To start ish kfar itma. To start from the village of Itma, Mitamidi Shammai, he was soon Shammai. But I said, Shalti Shammai Zaki, asked Shammai himself. But I said, Olam Ein Matame Achi Kobetza. So even though Shammai said that, well, it's Matame, even it's just spices, to testify in the name of Shammai himself that no, it's got to be Kobetza. But why they say mechametz and metabel medamea lahachmir, that even if it's less than the proportion which normally would aser, it asers here. It's lahachmir min b'mino lahak lahachmir. So that it's whereas in mekel and machmir. Mi Mishena Mino. Now, that's cryptic. Mishnah explains. Ketzad. How so? How so? So, Orshel Chitim Shnavatoch Isas Chitim. You have sourdough of wheat, which fell into a dough of wheat. Yesh bo chametz, and it can ferment it. Ben sheyesh bo los be'echad mea, where there's enough to cancel in 1 in 100. Ben she'en bo los be'echad mea, and of course, if there isn't enough to cancel 1 in 100, aser. After you machmir, it's aser. However, what about the other way around? Ein bo los be'echad mea. If there's not enough to cancel 100, Ben sheyesh bo, and this is the, well, it's not however. This is also a hachmir. That's one way of being machmir when the yesh bo chametz, and the other way of being machmir is ein bo los ke'achad when there isn't 101. Then Ben sheyesh bo chametz and shein bo chametz also. So no matter what, it's also. So min b'mino. Whether it is both cases are going to aser. Whether you when it's enough to be metabel or mechametz, even if the proportion is greater than 1 to 100, and where it's less than 1 in 100, in other words, the proportion is enough to theoretically, if it's less than 100, there's not enough of a proportion about it, even if it's not metabel or mechametz, it's still also. Okay, so both sides by mimino. Tibul and chimutz aser, regardless of portion. The lack of proportion asers, regardless of whether it's metabel or mechametz. That's min b'mino. So that's both lahachmir. So there was a pshat. That's the pshat in kol mechametz and metabel damei lahachmir by min b'mino. Okay, so now lahak lahachmir min b'sheino mino ketzad. What's the second scenario where it's built lakula and l'chumra by min b'sheino mino ketzad? How so? Krisin sheis bashim adosim. You have kind of beans which are cooked with lentils, and the grisim are truma, which were cooked with lentils of chulin. And so yesh ben benoising tam, if they could give a taste. Ben sheyesh ben k'delos b'echameh, ben sheyesh ben k'delos b'echameh also. Then everything goes by taste, and we don't look at the 100 or not. If it's somehow it's able to give a taste, it answers. Ain't blaming those time, but the converse here is l'kula. If it can't give a taste, ben sheish melos le'echameh, ben shein melos le'echameh mutter, then I don't need the proportion. Proportion 1 to 100, 1 to 200 is only necessary by me b'mino, but it's shein amino, and it's not no same time. If it's no same time, it doesn't matter the portion either. So they'll say it's not no time by more than 60, but if it would be no same time, it also no matter with the proportion. But if it's not no same time, then also it doesn't matter the proportion. L'kula. Doesn't matter. It's going to be bought under all circumstances. Okay. That brings the end of Chav Gimel Beis. But like yesterday, let's start the Gemara on Chav Daled and Aleph. Rabbi Yezer Shem Rabbi Chilfoi said, it's less than a kibetza, Gabi Tuma, where Rabbi Shammai said, even though it's less than a kibetza, if it's metabel and mechametz, it's aser. So Rabbi Yosef Shem Rabbi Chilfoi, Rabbi Shem Rabbi said, Kitapuach osinozo beishamai. Beishamai make it like tapuach here, but tapuach does not mean like like an apple, but it means like bloated. That if it's mechametz tabel, even as a gebetza, since the taste of the chimutz or the tibul scatters throughout the dough, it's as if the sourdough is bloated, as if it is gebetza. That's the Chazon Ish and the Ner, the Gilin Ephraim, and the Levi Yerushalmi. Okay, which brings us to the first 2 dots on, was it 2 dots in the probably, on Chav Daled and Aleph. Yeah, so we'll stop here for today.